friends, welcome back to our MOOC on Climate Change and Disaster Risk Management. In our previous session, we explored how early warning systems like cyclone alerts, flood sensors and mobile alerts gave people precious time to act before a disaster strikes. But what happens after the warning is issued? Who coordinates the evacuation, manages the relief camps and ensures that hundreds of agencies and volunteers work in sync? That's exactly what we'll explore today, the world of institutional preparedness. This unit focuses on the key organizations that form India's disaster management backbone: the NDMA or the National Disaster Management Authority, the SDMAs or the State Disaster Management Authorities, and the DDMAs or the District Disaster Management Authorities. Together, they ensure that when disasters happen, our response is not chaotic but coordinated, trained, and timely. Let's begin by understanding the concept itself. Institutional preparedness simply means being ready before a disaster happens. It involves strong planning, regular training, and clear roles for everyone, from national officials to the local volunteers. Think of it like a team preparing for a big match. Everyone knows their position, the playbook is ready, the drills are practiced again and again. That's how institutions prepare for floods, cyclones, earthquakes, or heat waves, by ensuring every department knows exactly what to do. In India, this preparedness works through three interconnected layers: the NDMA at the national level, SDMAs at the state level, and DDMAs at the district level. Each layer connects to the next, ensuring that decisions flow smoothly from top to bottom and feedback travels back from the ground up. Now that we understand the structure, let's look at how each layer functions, starting from the top. At the top is the National Disaster Management Authority or the NDMA, India's central body for disaster planning and coordination, established in 2005 under the Disaster Management Act. Headquartered in New Delhi, NDMA creates the national policies, guidelines, and training programs that shape how India prepares for disaster. Its motto is very simple yet powerful: from response to resilience. NDMA works to make India proactive, technology-driven, and people-centered. It brings together science, technology, and local participation to create a national safety net. A great example is Cyclone Dana in the year 2024 in Odisha. Under NDMA's guidance, over 8 lakh people were evacuated safely. That success was not luck. It was planning, training, and coordination at work. NDMA regularly organizes mock drills across the country. It also trains people through workshops and online programs conducted with the National Institute of Disaster Management or the NIDM. NDMA's standard operating procedures or the SOPs ensure everyone from a local police officer to a national agency follows the same steps during emergencies. NDMA's approach reflects a key change from reacting to disasters after they occur to preparing from them before they strike. So, NDMA sets the tone and direction. But for these plans to reach every corner of the country, states must adopt and act. That's where the next layer comes in, the SDMAs. While NDMA designs national policy, the State Disaster Management Authorities or the SDMAs bring those plans to life on the ground. India's states face very different risks: cyclones in Odisha, floods in Bihar, droughts in Rajasthan, and landslides in Himachal Pradesh. So, while NDMA provides the national plan, the SDMAs customize it for their state's unique geography and hazards. Their job is to translate the national policy into state-specific action. For example, Odisha's SDMA focuses on cyclone shelters and coastal preparedness. Bihar's SDMA works on flood management and embankment safety. Gujarat's SDMA emphasizes drought and heat wave planning. In other words, SDMAs are the vital bridge between policy planning and people. They organize state-level training, prepare the SOPs, and run mock drills to test how quickly different departments respond. They also connect directly with the communities through awareness drives, school safety programs, and village-level workshops. By doing this, SDMAs ensure that disaster plans are not just written, they are understood, practiced, and owned by the people. And once these state systems are in place, the next and the most crucial layer takes over the district level. At the grassroots, we have the District Disaster Management Authorities or the DDMAs, the first responders and the closest link to the people. Each DDMA prepares its own disaster management plan based on local risks, whether it's floods in Bihar, droughts in Maharashtra, or landslides in Kerala. They conduct village-level training, mock drills, and community meetings to make sure that everyone, from the panchayat to the school, knows what to do when a disaster strikes. DDMAs also develop local standard operating procedures for evacuation, shelter management, and relief distribution. They work closely with the NGOs, local leaders, as well as the self-help groups to make sure no one is left behind. In short, DDMAs are where plans become action. They are the face of disaster management, translating the national vision and the state planning into real, timely ground response. And to keep all these efforts sharp and synchronized, there's one more essential element: training, drills, and SOPs. If NDMA, SDMAs, and the DDMAs are the body of disaster management, then training, drills, and SOPs are its heartbeat. Training builds knowledge, teaching officials, volunteers, and citizens what to do. Drills build confidence, testing whether that knowledge actually works in real-time situations. And SOPs build coordination, ensuring everyone moves in harmony when a disaster strikes. Together, they make disaster response faster, smoother, and safer. During Cyclone Dana 2024, these three pillars worked perfectly and their coordination was evident. Training built awareness, drills tested the readiness, and SOPs guided every step from issuing warnings to providing the relief. Globally too, countries like Japan have shown that rigorous institutional drills can save lives. Their 2024 earthquake response reduced casualties by 70%. Inspired by such examples, India's disaster agencies continue to strengthen their own coordination and training frameworks. But like all systems, there's always room for improvement. Let's see what challenges remain and how India is addressing them. Despite its strong framework, institutional preparedness in India still faces hurdles. Limited funding, shortage of trained staff, and gaps in coordination between NDMA, SDMAs, and DDMAs sometimes slow response efforts, especially in the remote rural areas. Integrating real-time climate data into plans remain difficult, and awareness levels among the communities vary widely. However, with each disaster, the institutions learn and adapt. The key is to keep on improving through investment, through inclusion, and through innovation. And that's exactly what India is doing, upgrading the radar systems, expanding digital warning networks, and increasing training coverage to reach even the last village. When national, state, and district agencies work together like gears in a well-oiled machine, disaster preparedness becomes not just a policy but a shared national strength. So friends, as we have seen, institutional preparedness forms the backbone of disaster management in India. It's what turns warnings into action and plans into protection. From NDMA's national coordination and policies to SDMA's state-level customization to DDMA's local implementation, this three-tiered system keeps India ready and resilient. And yet, even the best plans and drills must finally face the real test when disaster actually strikes. That's what we'll explore next week: response mechanisms and emergency operations. We will see how teams like the NDRF or the National Disaster Response Force conduct search and rescue operations, how first aid and relief are organized, and how new technologies like the drones, Internet of Things or the IoT, and robotics are transforming emergency responses. So join me in next week as we move from preparedness to action on the ground, where every second counts and every effort saves lives. Thank you for joining, and see you in the next session.